Hello, traders. It's Steve from the Stock Index Trading Room. The first thing I want to do is wish you, everyone here, Happy New Year, all around the world. I think probably 100% of us, to a degree, are happy and hopeful to get 2020 in a rearview mirror, and hoping that 2021 things settle down a little bit and aren't as stressful as 2020's been. In this presentation, I'm going to share with you the single method that our members use to get on the correct side of the market when it starts to trend. We've tracked the historic accuracy of this a little over 80%. So we'll show you some examples, and you can decide if this would be helpful to your trading. But we lovingly call it the Ultimate Trend Identification System, or the UTIS. I'm going to show you how that works. Now, whether you're a swing trader, you like to find important points and try to hold for long moves, or you are more of a scalper and you just want to be on the right side of likely direction, UTIS will help you. If you've never read this, please do so now, and I'm going to do a little promo while you do that. Soon, hopefully, almost certainly sometime in January, probably toward the second half of the month, we are going to do a free online webinar presentation, and we're going to talk with some real broad strokes about all the ideas that encompass the stock index trading room. Excuse me, I have a lingering cough, and I apologize about that. We will give advance notice of that, so you'll have time to register. I will mention this, because of Rob's huge following, our events sell out. We have 100 seats and they sell out. So when you see that, if it's something you want to come check out, you'll want to go ahead and register for that. The Ultimate Trend Identification System, how to benefit from it. I'll tell you the overall goal, our goal in the room, is to provide signals for our members that have that we can track historically. They have one or two important components. Now let's talk about historic track record and signals. We believe the universe is more ordered than chaos. An example would be every 28 days we're getting a new moon. Not 29 and not 27, every 28 days. There are other things that are affected by this. We believe that on a large basis, and the larger the participation, the more organized human behavior is. So we know that we can take charts 50 years old and find things that are working today that worked then. We've run some of our signals and patterns back since Rob opened his room, and had charts, and there were the same signals there that are available today. Now, going forward, we don't know if we'll ever receive another one of these signals that we use. We think the future will be more like the past than not. And we're going to show you our favorite signal and show you some results for it for a couple of weeks. But here's the truth. Nobody knows the future, and we don't. And we don't pretend to know. And in the room, we don't try to guess the future because it's unguessable. So the signals that we are using we may never have another winning signal. Okay, we may never have another losing signal. We may be 100% going forward. But we've tested things out for years, and they hold true over time. So the belief is that there's more order than chaos. And if it wasn't, we couldn't do this. If it was more chaos, there would be no way to do this. We believe there's more order than chaos. We believe the future is going to be more like the past than less like the past. And that's what we base everything that we do. But please suffice it to know, we're not sitting here saying ultimate trend identification system gets us on the right side of range expansion over 80% of the time, but we're not saying we know where the market's going, okay? Because nobody does. But we have track record of signals that are successful more often than not. That's just higher than a coin flip entry into the market, and everybody wants that. And a historic track record of trade signals that provide a larger average win size than loss size when managed according to a consistent trade management plan. Everybody wants that. Okay. Now, when you do either one of these, you can be successful. But when you have stuff that does both of these, it's pretty exceptional. We have some members that are getting those results because they've taken the time to learn this and apply it. Let's just do this. Two concepts that changed trading forever. This is straight from Rob, World Cup trading champion, Rob Mitchell. Order flow leads price movement. We'll show you an indicator, a tool that we use to find that. And basically put, if we've got pick a number, 1,000 orders sitting somewhere or 50 in a thin market, the number doesn't matter. Let's say we have 1,000 orders to buy. Well, if this is all profit taking from shorts, it will stall the market. It's huge volume. It'll stall the market because there's no new money. And the market will only respond in the direction of order flow and not volume. And that's why we focus on order flow. Because if these 1,000 orders are new money entering the market to buy, then which way is price going to go? Yeah, up. It has to. So we have an advantage that we can read order flow to a high degree of proficiency for our members. And we often find ourselves in front of price movement, which is fun. Cycle expansion, ranging, trending, whatever term, adjective you would want to use, but cycle expansion leads range expansion, basically what that says. Markets trend and congest and trend and congest, and we all know that. During a congestion phase, smart momentum often will give an indication that the market's getting ready to start trending again. So some of our members, advanced members, will stay out of the resetting when there's real no advantage to taking a position and wait for smart momentum to say, okay, we're getting ready to move. And then we can look at both of those components. We have an opportunity, if a trader trades with the trend, definition being higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. By default, the signals that are going with the large moves will be larger than the signals going with the small moves. That's just Captain Obvious, okay? So we're going to find, monitor, and take advantage of both of these, order flow and cycle expansion, to be on the correct side more than half the time of when the market gets ready to move. That's what the ultimate trend identification system is all about. It combines trap trader oscillator as repeating patterns that has a historically proven high win percentage. Trap trader oscillator just basically shows when there are too many people trapped on the wrong side of the market. Okay, and we'll show you exactly what that looks like on a chart. Trap trader oscillator shows situations that signal a highly probable market reversal. So we won't be the majority of traders that are trapped on the incorrect side. And we use trap trader oscillator for trend continuation confirmation. Those are that should be your three most favorite words in trading: trend, continuation, and confirmation. And we have that with all four of our indicators. And then even how to identify when we start looking for trend exhaustion, even before it happens, so we can watch the other people try to trade the reset. Cycle expansion leads range expansion. I put these in big letters. This is the key to the kingdom. Smart momentum identifies when the market is most likely to start to grow, move, cycle, trend, range. as well as when it's congested and engulfed, and there's no real advantage in taking a position. Smart momentum shows potentially the most powerful early read of market reversals. That's my opinion, and you will either agree or disagree when we share that on our charts. Smart momentum also shows direction of continued cycling, some insight as the duration of each cycle, and in market entries that have a nice historic track record of being accurate to get to start work with range expansion. Again, for traders that um, want to try to look for larger rather than smaller moves. Not everyone, not all traders, some traders are content and do incredibly well with just taking a few ticks out of the market. Now, here's the big thing. Smart momentum, Rob coded, and I have no idea. So don't ask me. Rob coded smart momentum to morph throughout the day. It will read structure. It will read order flow. It reads a lot of things. And again, I'll show you what it looks like when it morphs to give us leading indicators of likely market that's ready to start moving. The best of both worlds. When finding areas for weak money, too many people, short or long, are likely to get squeezed out and the market accelerates against their stops. And when this acceleration starts, this momentum, and when momentum starts, large accounts, institutions, and funds will add a lot to their positions and we get explosions. So that's what we trade for in the stock index trading room. To find where they're going to get squeezed out, we get discounted entries and then we get a high track record of it being accurate. Find areas where the market is most likely to expand. That allows traders that want to capture large winning trades. And then to find areas where the market is most likely finished and has a probability of reversing. And I'm going to put a little asterisk here. Sometimes the market will move and it won't reverse. Sometimes it'll move and chops around. Okay. The ES, and the reason the largest accounts, largest speculating accounts in the world trade the ES is because it has very few vertical days. And we talk a lot about that. We've talked about that in our some of our presentations, and we talk about that in the Traders World magazine article. The ES has very few vertical days. So what that means simply is that in a 30 range day, we may have 30 up and 20 down and 20 more up, and we get 50, 60, 70 points of range. We get substantially more trading opportunities than the daily range, knowing that it tends not to be a vertical market. So the market may go up and reverse down, it may go down and reverse up, and it may go up and congest. And we're going to show you how we use our tools for a probable likelihood of being correct. So here's the ultimate trend identification system. This is Thursday, December the 31st, and it wasn't a particularly vibrant day until the end. Our Smart Renko bars are proprietary. Each reversal bar is 8 ticks in length, and then our continuation bars are 4 ticks or 1 full point plus any wick. Now there's a reason we use 8 ticks, and basically, simply put, it is this typically starts a local trend in the ES. 8 to 10 ticks typically will start a small evening congestion. You can see there's more likely to get a continuation bar after a reversal bar than not. So anything smaller than that will get run over in the noise, and you'll get a lot of false signals that you really don't want. So the ultimate trend identification system, we have it marked here and here and here. And if you've seen our charts, you see these hand-drawn errors all over the place. That one's not very large. I apologize about that. But everything here on this chart, and we use all of it. We use our Smart Price Band. We use Smart Momentum, Trap Trader Oscillator. These little blue and red hash marks are absolutely spectacular in trading. And if you come to the room, we'll show you how to use those. An example would be, you see we have no blue cyan hash marks under this, and you can see how the market just exploded down. Okay, we get a lot of hash marks going up here, and we take off. So I like to do a freebie. I'm going to do this real quick. If you like to trade divergence, triple divergence only. Okay, here's an example of single divergence. We get, higher read, lower here, and of course that's okay, but you're on the wrong side. And all we're trying to do in the room is we're trying to get on this side, this side, this side, and then this side, because we have triple divergence. I'm just going to share this. You can do this, and here's the reason. If you're trading divergence, please write this down. To change the direction of the market that has any participation at all. Now, if there's really thin, a bully can come in and chop you up. But if it has any size at all, I've got a market moving down. We have to slow it, stop it, and reverse it. Okay, you have to slow it, stop it, and reverse it. So we need triple divergence. Smart momentum is not a relative strength. We're not even totally sure what that implies, but there are a lot of relative strength indicators out there. Now, I know the definition of relative strength. Don't go, what? I know that definition. It's just relative to what, and smart momentum is just, exponentially more effective than that. But sometimes it acts like one, and when it does, we'll take advantage of that. Okay. So here we have this dot. This dot is higher than this dot. Rob put these little red, we call these smart breakpoint TTO lead outs. TTO lead out, actually a TTO lead out. This is a smart momentum, smart breakpoint. This is higher, so I've got 3 higher dots, and I've got 3 falling price points. Well, we have lots and lots and lots of members, in this case our overseas members, with smart price spin being included in this bar. That's trap trader oscillator saying too many people are on the wrong side, triple divergence, and you can see what happens. So that's a little bit about ultimate trend identification system, but that's a freebie, whatever you're using. If it's half proficient at all, if you'll look for triple diverging situations, you'll be pretty pleased. And if you stop trading single, you won't get chopped up as much. So here's another one. Red, 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 blue, blue, green, 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 down, 3 up. And of course you can see price responded up. So ultimate trend identification system, here's all it is. We're going to qualify which one of all of these bars on this chart, which ones are more impactful to market direction than all of the others. And there are 2 reads. When trap trader oscillator is overvalued, we tend to go down. When it's undervalued, we tend to go up. When it's overvalued, we tend to go down. When it's undervalued, we tend to go up. Doesn't work 100% of the time. Overvalued, overvalued, boom, boom, overvalued. Nope. Okay. So when we get one of these that's in trend, and I'll show you that in a minute exactly how that works. This one's in trend. This one, whether you take this trap trader oscillator or this, we call this a quasi on the line, this overvalued is lower in price than this. So of all of these bars, this is the one that matters to us. This one right here. Too many people are long in a downtrend and are going to get squeezed. Bam. Too many people are long in a downtrend and are going to get squeezed. Bam. And away we go. So just that simple. But we're going to use smart momentum. And if you want really, really high results, you'll learn to do it, put both of them on. But basically, we're going to use smart momentum. And Rob, this is Rob's favorite indication. And it's called we call it a type 2 divergence. Now this is we call this a double up. I marked it because when price took that out, it says we're going down. Here's a better example. We take this green dot and this green dot and forget all the stuff in the middle. Okay. This green dot, and so this is a type 2. Okay. Price took that out and went up. This is a type 2 buy, this red dot and this red dot. This is a double up. This is a double up. This got broken, says we're going down. Okay. This got broken, says we're going down. This got broken, says we're going up. This got broken and says we're going down. So here's the ultimate trend identification saying down. Yep, we didn't have the structure read here. Down, yes. Up, yes. Down, yes. Now this was nice. This is pretty choppy and congested, but we never would be tempted to be on the incorrect side of what you can see as future price movement. We would never be looking, once this broke up, we would never be looking down. Once this took this out, we wouldn't look at this. We wouldn't be looking at this. I mark these. This is another triple divergence, 3 down, 3 up, and we go up. This is nothing, this is a market open, this blue line. But you can see how ultimate trend identification is saying boom, 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 all the way through this chart. Okay, so now the last thing I want to do, and then we'll look at charts, look at a move, look at signals, and we'll be done. You can see over here, you can see smart momentum. These dots are fairly well spread out, and the market's moving. And we're not always going to get in front of this, but they start to congest. And in here, we can always look and see, this is just no real advantage in here. But we've got, actually, I want to share this before I go. Trap trader oscillator. Price follows order flow. See all these green little dots here? When trap trader oscillator takes those out, that's a very strong indication that there's building order flow within this mess right here. And we can look, when we look at it, when we do our long-term webinar, we'll look at some more specific examples. But so our members, our more experienced advanced members would look at this and go, okay, looks like trap trader oscillator is thinking we're going to have breakout upside. Smart momentum has really congested in here, so no real advantage to trade yet. We have this type 2, right? Red bar to red bar, green dot to green dot. Higher cycling, lower price. Okay, so that's a type 2. And price took that out to the upside. So UTIS, Ultimate Trend Identification System, is saying, get ready for a big up move. And get ready for a big up move. Structure is saying up. Now here's the fun part. You see, smart momentum has gone from going nowhere through all of this to saying, look out, big moves are coming. And you can track this throughout however far back you want to go. Okay, so UTIS is up, so we're really not interested in this. 85% of the time it's correct. And here's our bread and butter signal. Here's we call it a combo. Now, this was the first combination signal that we developed in the room, where we put more than one indicator and started receiving a historic winning track record of over 70%. So we have trap trader oscillator that is undervalued at a higher price than the last undervaluation, which happened in this trap. So price is higher. This low is significant. This low is significant. So we're in an uptrend. Higher lows. A deep cycle type 2. The distance in all of this is telling us a huge move is coming. We're undervalued. We want to be looking up. Our smart price band is turned cyan. So the combo signal is very simple. I'll show you that in a minute. Let's go ahead and do this for effect. Now in the room, let me go a little further. I know it was on that wick right there. I know that for a fact. When we open the room at 9:25 each day in market setup, we talk about the likelihood of later in the day institutions, it's called window dressing. They're going to toss their losers, put all of that into winners, just simply because it makes their portfolio look better. And it happens at the end of every month, every quarter, and it's big time at the end of the year. Okay, so we're looking for this. At 9:27, we're looking for a big up move. R.N. Elliott of Elliott Wave fame says this is perfect buying personality, wave personality. In bias, great bias longs tend to go up and sideways and up and sideways and up and sideways. So when we hit this structure here, there's also a combo. I chatted in the room. I go on break at 11:30 or so each day, but I chatted to our members. This is incredibly powerful. In fact, I drew an arrow here to here and here, and our members know that. And I said, did some measurement and said, you know, team, we may go to an all-time high. So, and sure enough, we did. Now, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say something to say this. I'm going to say that to say this. There were some members that went, there's no way we could, and that's fine. And we welcome that. But if there aren't people that think we're going down, we can't go up because we can't buy anything that people won't sell to us, right? So, so anyway, here's another combo signal toward the end of the day. But there has to be a disagreement of opinions or the market will never move. If everybody wanted to buy it, there would be nobody to sell it to them and the market wouldn't move. So that's a real comprehensive look, and we appreciate you taking all this time. This is incredibly important in trading, and you can see, I'll even do this. We can, here's a double down, smart momentum double down. I just marked that for somebody else. UTIS is saying, you know, we have this type 2, price takes it out, says it's going up. Wouldn't you have rather been on this side than, you know, trying to pick tops in here and things like that? We will get on 85% of market turns. We're going to get a UTIS structure change that tells us we're changing. And one of the ways to tell a trend is continuing is that we keep getting these trades that win. I think I've got a couple more marked. Yeah, this is a bunch of congestion, but this is a combo signal. This was a day that was particularly trying, and then that 7-point winner, 5-pointer, 2-pointer, 1-point, whatever. Then over here in we have this ultimate trend identification, type 2 buy that gets taken out, and so we start trading short side, short side, short side, short side, short side. That's all there is to it. So as always, if you have questions, shoot me an email, please, at support@Stock Index Trading Room if you want to find out more about what we're doing. StockIndexTradingRoom.com is the place to be. And right quick before I forget, people come just for this. Let me do this. This is our combo signal for a couple of weeks, I think 10 trading days. And people ask how many times does it trade? This is almost 70. So in this 10 days, it would be 7 times a day. Some days we get 2 or 3 or 1. Some days we get 12 or 15. And this is representative of, this is pretty representative over a long period of time. Our first number is really close to 90. And that's to get 1 point. We use 15 tick stop. There are a lot of ways to manage this in this brilliant software This was developed by a master coder to mirror exactly the SuperDom and Ninja. So whatever you can set up there, you can track it here. Okay. If you were to trade for 2 points, you know, your profit goes up, I don't know, 230% from 1 point, and gets a really, really nice situation to trade. And then if you're trading 1, 2, 3, and this last one just simply represents the second scenario in our conditions that we like to offer our members. Can I get a win percentage more than random and take more than I give? I bet we could even move this to 20. I don't know that. It might backfire. Yeah. So let's see. Was that more profitable? Let's look at the 45 number and the 49. It was not. Sometimes this is, sometimes this goes up, sometimes it doesn't. But all this represents is, you know, if we take more than we give, can we win more than a coin flip? And the answer is absolutely. So, you know, whether you're short term, like to get in and out a lot, you know, you want to go for a moderate type of, you know, really, really nice trading advantage here. Let's look at the internals of this. Really nice trading advantage. Our profit factor is 320%. We're 320% more likely to be profitable than not profitable if you had executed all of these. And win, lose, or draw, it didn't matter if the signal won or not. The expectancy, which is basically what, when you take all the winners, all the losers, and average it out, you get 57, you get paid $57 per lot to trade it. However you want to, however you're able and willing, and whatever your trading desire is. Whether you know have the financial wherewithal after you've contacted your financial counselor that you can even do this, and what level you can do this. We talk about reward to risk and money management all the time in the room, and sort of some guidelines of how you can set that up. But everybody can grow an account. And let me rephrase that. People that can develop consistency and discipline and patience, all of those folks can grow an account. And then you can sort of get over here and do whatever you want to with these numbers. Okay. This just represents, is this a strategy that would be beneficial? And our opinion is at 84%. And 320% profitability and a 19% edge, the answer to that would be yes. So this is the combo signal, which is this thing. Green Smart Price Band, Trap Trader, Oscillator, Undervalue. You can find that Monday. Trap Trader, Oscillator, Quasi, Undervalued. Green Smart Price Band. Here we get a deep recycle. But Trap Trader Oscillator is saying too many people short. So we're in an uptrend. One of the ways we know that is we get this one and it fails. Okay, that's an important bar. Okay, smart momentum bars are a little more important in our opinion, but when you put smart momentum and Trap Trader Oscillator, it says this is an incredibly important bar. And you can see how that works for us. So ultimate trend identification system, 80+% track record of being on the right side, whether we're in chop and congestion, or we're getting ready to get a breakout, or we're trading large range moves. Ultimate trend identification system gets us on the correct side of the movement most of the time. If you have questions, support at Stock Index Trading Room. If you want to come join us, find out more about what we're doing, come join us, stockindextradingroom.com. Watch the end of this, I think it's 7-minute video. There's some good information, and there's a discount. There's a discount code for a coupon, nice discount, that we have in place at the moment. So on behalf of Rob Mitchell, World Cup trading champion who developed this system, I'm Steve, on behalf of Rob, myself, and all the members of the Stock Index Trading Room. Let's make a conscious decision to make 2021 our best year yet.